We got a lot to discuss. When it come to news, ain't no better than us. When it come to news, ain't no one you can trust. We got a lot to touch, so it's time to crush. We got a lot to discuss. When it come to news, ain't no better than us. When it come to news, ain't no one you can trust. We got a lot to touch, so it's time to crush. So it's time to crush.
Now, stop motion video has been used in video games before, but to craft a story from the Gary Henry Productions in a way that tells it authentically. This story is brought to you, and it's giving you, this is the introduction to it, okay? It sets up the story perfectly. It allows you to see what how she comes across the book, what forces is moving behind the scenes. All of this is painstakingly put together. We got a chance to see, touch, and manipulate every object you see here. Iron Lord Podcast was on the scene with compulsion, and we got a chance to see the puppets firsthand. Incredible stuff. These are large size puppets manipulated with hours, thousands of hours of stop motion to bring this story to life. This 1 minute video was very, very rich in story. Now, Hazel and her journey with her mother is a trepidatious one. Now, we didn't get a chance to start off from the very beginning. We started off in chapter 3, I believe. But we did get background of the story. Why she's doing what she's doing. The reason for her journey. The reason for her new skills and powers that she has acquired. The story is set up where Hazel gets into an argument with her mother, and she's lost in regret because her mother has been swept away. So what she's trying to do right now is trying to capture something that may have lost forever. I mean, this is a story of don't take anything for granted, and understand that new things are possible in the world of magic, mysticism, and lore. The Deep South is rich with these type of stories. And the fact that she gets to purify the land from the hurt that she's going through and the world has endured. Hazel comes across true monsters that are trapped in this Louisiana bayou, if you will. I personally am intrigued by where the story goes, how the story is, and what else that I'm able to learn. So very early on, you get a sense that Hazel is part of something greater than. And the story starts to unfold in front of you with real secrets, characters that are rich with texture and background. Even the perceived monsters that are here are layered in textures. Everything has purpose. Everything is done here for a reason. This game is going to set you on a journey that's going to explore soul, heart, and your dexterity to play. Everyone has asked me, King, what did I think about it when I got a chance to play it? Well, I started in, you said the third area, the third act, the third chapter. And this game is based off of a push-pull trap system. Now, we did get a chance to talk to the art director and the game director on Iron Lord's podcast. The link is in the description.
Cognito, Lord King David, Iron Lord Podcast, lordsofgaming.net. And who are these fine people in the realm of New York City today?
I'm Jasmin Roy, game director on South of Midnight.
And I'm Whitney Clayton, art director on South of Midnight.
Compulsion Games in the building. Again, absolute pleasure to be here. We got to get right to it. South of Midnight, we got our chance to play.
This is incredible.
This is incredible. We loved what we played.
And you'll be able to see that here. And we also got a chance to sit down with the CEO of Compulsion. And
Live, Iron Lords Podcast, lordsofgaming.net. And who is this fine gentleman we have in the realm of New York City today?
My name's Guillaume. I'm the original founder of Compulsion, and I'm here on the chat with you guys about whatever you guys want to chat about.
Your history at Compulsion, and I played your wonderful games. Contrast was one of my favorites when it came out, and then We Happy Few took. And I'm telling you, his story is so rich. It's a wonder why this game is so great. He is that great, and he poured it into his team to make this fantastic. And the link is in the description as well. Now, the push-pull system in the game gives you a great way to manipulate your gameplay as your fight system circles you, right? Now, what I've realized that there's cooldowns in between each move. Now, not saying that this is the end of all the moves, but like I said, we started at the third chapter. Story was pretty rich. Story was really good. It got us to a point where the musicality played a large part in what was going on. The world seemed alive. The world seemed like to encompass and envelop the feel of the Deep South. Now, this is a hurt, right? This is the pain. And you get to battle the pain and clear the land of the pain and hurt that's there. You get to bottle up all that pain and hurt and take it away from the land, to heal the land, to help people move on from their hurt and their pain, knowing that you are suffering from same hurt and pain. There are stories that are being played out throughout each chapter. In one chapter, which I felt that was very deep in pain, deep in hurt, and it made the kid tear up. I'm not gonna lie. An amazing story, written and brought to you with an incredible amount of sound, graphics. There's a huge level of parkour, like wall running, jumping, the platforming. You don't feel like you're at the mercy of the platforming. Actually, you feel fully in control. From the preview that I did get a chance to try and play, I can tell you personally that the game, which I thought was starting off as a AA, is probably going to move into AAA territory, because only one other game made me tear up, and that's a AAA title. From a competing standpoint, this game is going to set a new high watermark for Xbox. I hope you're ready. Trust, it's a great title.